for Glasgow 2014. Well, let's hear now from a man who's played for both of these clubs. Sir Alex Ferguson has been talking to Jeff Shreves.
Queen's Park versus Rangers. What does that sentence say to you?
Oh, fantastic. Well, my first club, Queen's Park, started as a 16-year-old boy. Great club, they were fantastic. And they're real professional amateurs, you know, amateur team, but professional in everything they did. If you played for Queen's Park, you had to fight. Every game you had to play, you had to fight. And they're really determined players, and attitude was fantastic. I loved it. I mean, that introduction to football, senior football, was fantastic to me. Then, of course, the highlight of my life to go to Rangers as a player, you know. And although I was over there 2.5 years, 3 years or something like that, it was still the pinnacle of my life, you know. But as a player, to play for Rangers.
You were only 16 when you made your debut for Queen's Park.
Yeah.
Let me take you to back then. What was that like?
Well, I was in the youth team, the Queen's Park youth team and the under-18s. I was always 16, I just turned 16 actually. And I was doing really well. Then in October, you know, you get the teams that you go to check where you're playing on the Saturday, and I look at the youth team and my name's not there. I look at the Hampden 11, my name's not there. I looked at the Strollers, the reserve team, my name's not there. So I looked at the first team and I was in the first team at Stranraer. So in the first half, I played against this guy McKnight, left back, and he bit me in the first half, you know. So I came in the half time, I'm not done well, playing outside. I don't know why I was outside, right. Checking, I said, "Are you Ferguson? This great reputation you've come with, what have you done?" I said, "The left back bit me." He says, "Oh, play on back." I was like, shut up. But that was my introduction to senior football. And we lost 2-1 into the bargain.
I mean, at this time of year, particularly, do you miss the Old Firm derby?
Oh, it's the best derby in the world. It's the most ferocious, intense derby you can imagine. And I remember one game at Celtic Park, there was 11 players booked in the first half. And I wasn't one of them. I made up for the second half. But I remember the chief inspector came into the dressing room, both the chairman of the club, chief inspector of the police, and they told the players, "You need to calm down because the possible riot in the terraces, you know." And to the chairman there, and we're all going, yeah. He walked out the door and said, "Come on, get into them." That was brilliant.
Do you think it's difficult to comprehend what has happened to Rangers?
Yeah. I mean, when David Murray sold it, the first question that we're all asking, everybody knows the club, is, well, who is this guy, Craig White? You know, most times when you buy a club, the profile of the person is quite obvious. In this case, nobody knew anything about him, and I think the alarm bells were going a long time before that.
Is it right that Rangers are in the 3rd division of football?
I don't know how it all came about. They got into the 3rd division. Obviously, that everyone voted against them, and there may have been a bit of revenge there somewhere along the line. But they did make mistakes. You know, there's no question of that, and you have to be punished for that. But how far that goes, in terms of the health of the game, it kind of helped it. You know, but I think the principle and in terms of punishment, Rangers accepted that well. I thought they were fantastic how they accepted that. Alice says, "Well, it's been done, well, it's gone with it. We'll gather strength from this and carry on." I think the job that Alan McCoy has done is fantastic. I mean, really do. You talk about having an examination of a manager. You know, what bigger examination can a Rangers manager ever get by being demoted to the 3rd division, losing all your players, and are still top of the league now? The flagship of the country is the national team. That is where you have to then identify the abilities of the players to have. And I think it's cyclical, you know, I do, because I think that Scotland in the 60s, 50s, well, right up to the middle 80s, were producing fantastic players.
Will it come back in Scotland?
Yeah, it will come back. It will come back, because there's a big emphasis now on youth football in Scotland. Most teams are now concentrating youth. Youth is a fantastic thing because of the loyalty they give you. and also the surprising way when you give them opportunities. And the hard work is going to be done in terms of the foundation you give them in terms of technical skill
But will that crop of youngsters be through and ready for when you retire from here to take over the Scotland team again?
well, that would happen. Rangers will find it hard because all the motivation will be with Queen's Park. It'll be a fantastic occasion. I don't know what kind of crowd they're expecting.
Well, Queen's Park normally play in front of about 600.
But I think the old Queen's Park supporters all find their way through Mountford and Kings Park and all that area. No, they've never did, but they've got a lot of members, Queen's Park. They've got a lot of members. I'm a member.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a member of Queen's Park, yeah.
Paid up member?
I'm an honour member.
Well, the gentleman on the left is wearing an old Rangers strip, and there's an old Queen's Park strip on the right. I'm not sure Sir Alex is that old, but he is 71. On Hogmanay, happy birthday when it comes to Alex. Lovely to hear from him. And it wouldn't be a proper big day at Hampden Park without the pipe band. You can't beat it, can you? Yeah, we can.